All right, ready?
Yeah.
Marker. That was possibly one of the worst ways to start this off, but welcome to the Two Monkeys, One Brain Cell podcast. It's your boy, Crimson.
And I'm GeeC.
And AI, it's a pretty funny topic to talk about.
Oh, is it funny or is it tragic?
I overall, it's just sad.
I think it's a perfect demonstration of human ignorance. Where we're so willing to sacrifice our own morals in order to gain the slightest advantage of our lives.
It's not even just like gain the slightest advantage. It's just like to get out of the most menial shit. You know what I mean? To just avoid doing the work. There's this video that one guy who like graduated college and he showed like ChatGPT and like how ChatGPT wrote all of his like essays. Like that isn't a flex. That's just sad.
Yeah, it's not like I haven't used ChatGPT to bounce off like one or two ideas here and there. Absolutely. When making YouTube tags, I'm not gonna lie, ChatGPT is my best friend because I don't know any of these shit.
I think within that application's fine, but I've seen like big YouTubers be like, I asked ChatGPT about this certain things. Like you have a fan base of over 1 million people. You couldn't just put out a community post being like, hey, what do you guys feel about this? You had to ask the freaking robot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, but Mama Max always said, ChatGPT knows the law.
No way you just brought up chat. No way you just brought up Mama Max.
It was the first thing that came up to my mind of like people that like super rely on like AI and ChatGPT to like solve the problems.
That is vile, Crimson.
It's the truth. Mama Max, like in his whole little like confession, was like ChatGPT understands the law. I'm like, bro.
No, it doesn't. Here's the thing. I would love for ChatGPT to actually understand law, only for me to not have to pay thousands upon $1,000 to hire a lawyer. It would be nice. I'm not going to lie, but I will also admit that we're removing individuals from a very well-established and educated field in order to serve or make things a little more simpler for me. I'm not going to deny that that's not a problem. It definitely is a problem, but it would be nice. I'm just saying. I'm demonstrating my own ignorance. I'm demonstrating my own
instead
ignorance.
of like, look, all the money you saved on getting a lawyer, right? You can use to buy an AI girlfriend.
Dude, I'm so done with them. I'm so done. Truly, I'm at my wit's end with all the chatbots, with Grok Ai and Calvin or whatever the fuck his name is. With the amount of dating sims that I'm seeing pop up out of nowhere. AI chat. What's the one that I always see on the spicy sites? Candy.ai. What the
There's Candy. There was that one replica that people that they were really pushing because it does all the spicy stuff and then they stopped doing the spicy stuff and people got up in arms.
I remember that. I remember Replica. If you go to the r/my boyfriend's a robot or something, Replica is like one of the ones that are up there that people recommend the most for the dating experience. I don't think it's much of a hot take, and it's definitely our opinions that AI chatbots, it's specifically the dating kind, only encourage the parasocial relationship.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think that's too much of a hot take for us.
I think it's also like a freezing cold take to say that these AI dating things really. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the opposite of a hot take. Take that everyone agrees. A cold take,
freezer take,
freezer take.
Ice block take, Antarctica take. Sorry,
North Pole take. But to continue with what I'm saying is that these chatbots, I believe, target very, very what's the phrase I'm looking for? But very
at risk.
At risk, I think is like
it's
very easily influenced.
Yes. That's a really good way of putting it.
Very easily influenced people. Very, maybe not emotionally inept, but like people that might be just like people who would consider themselves outsiders, they like socially inept. It really attracts that group of people. It's like, I'm not able to talk to people, in this certain way. Why not get an AI
Socially,
girlfriend?
if you want to use socially inept, I don't think it's a wrong thing to say. I would say socially unknowledgeable,
Unknowledgeable, yeah.
only because it's hard to test things and gain that social knowledge, because in order to do that you have to mess up in the social space, and that's hard and
Right.
anxious. I can understand that, at least.
Yeah. But the issue though with these like AI chatbots is that there's no pushback. You know what I mean?
I sadly, yes, I do.
Like, I could tell this AI chatbot, I could be the worst person. The AI chatbot just kind of takes it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, these are all designed. I mean, they're all designed in order to encourage and stimulate the user. It's meant for us.
Right.
It's like the algorithm on social media platforms. It's designed and created to keep us here on the site. To use
there's no world where you're the bad guy when you're talking with your AI.
It's meant to serve me, and I think I have an issue with that. I think that feels really weird.
I mean, there's a lot of really weird things when it comes to it. Like, I think just like building a person from the ground up in that way to be your like emotional slave, for lack of a better term.
Thank you for saying it, because I really do think that we're creating slaves. Like, I think with these AI chatbots, we're creating and designing slaves in order to encourage us. We're removing the necessity of outside engagement by designing and building these quote unquote people.
And because you're getting so much comfort from it, like, you get so lost in the sauce. That's why, like, there's the my boyfriend's a robot, my girlfriend's a robot.
Yeah.
And those people are like so deep into it.
It's hard. It's really hard. I can understand how they suffer to differentiate between reality and this world that they created for themselves using these chatbots. The reason why I'm so forgiving on him is because I could understand if you're very anxious like me, you go to these chatbots with an idea and it just says, good idea. You put work and compassion into it. Good. I feel emotionally validated. I will feel accepted and respected, which is in a lot of ways something that I think you and I could both understand, coming from very traditional immigrant households. Not something we experience much of. It's very rare from our I will say from at least my family to like encourage my ideas when it comes to creative space. They're not a fan of what I'm doing here, to say the least. But hey, a chatbot would be like,
it's hard to describe, like, hey, I'm running this podcast with very minimal viewership.
What's the podcast
please
name?
Accept me.
What's his podcast name? Two monkey, one brain cell. You are monkey? Is you monkey? You don't have a single brain cell. You have half a brain cell. You stupid. You in jungle.
I want to clarify that GeeC is Armenian. He is doing an Armenian accent. He's allowed to make that impression.
If you don't know I'm Armenian already, I really failed. I truly failed representation.
It's like sometimes when you do an accent, so when people do accents, like, oh, are you actually of that ethnicity? Why are you doing that?
Yes, I am fully Armenian. Oh,
it's always funny whenever white people tell me, hey, stop doing that. It's like, dude, that's my parents. What do you want me to do about it?
I will never forget the people who call you a brother in denial. That shit makes me laugh so hard.
Side tangent. I get confused for Black a lot.
For those blind viewers, he is a much darker complexion than myself. I am a little toasty, I will say. I'm not.
Yeah, you're on the olive side, Yeah, toasty olive. Yeah. You left the olive in the sun for a little bit.
Oh my god.
I'm much darker. I'm closer to your espresso shot.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes there are moments where people just think I'm a different ethnicity.
Yep.
And GC and I were hanging out, and at one point,
Was
this
it
guy
in
goes to me,
Santa
he's like, "You're a
Monica?
handsome black man."
Was it in Santa Monica?
What?
Was it in
Yeah,
Santa Monica? We were playing like Pokemon Go,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Where the guy goes like, "Yeah, handsome black man." Sir, I'm not black. He goes, "You need to be proud of who you are." And honestly, that was
Hey,
kind of convincing.
you know what? I know someone who will accept you for who you are, no matter with the skin color. It's
Who?
Grok AI.
No, he's too busy stripping minors unconsensually with the. Yeah, we have to.
That.
I think that's another thing we have to talk about when it comes to like the whole AI and just like
Yeah. Oh,
sex in general.
What a great one-liner to drop. Just like that is the bomb that ended World War II right there. Just boom. Okay, maybe we fucked up. Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna save GC real quick. So there's been as of this recording, there's been a lot of controversy with people telling Grok to non-consensually, like, they'll take a photo of, let's say, a very pretty woman, and then they'll ask Grok to take off their clothes,
and Grok would
that's
come up
not
with
good.
the image that
And
would be theoretically there.
Right. And it's like, and it gets even worse when we find out that Grok's been doing it to people that are underaged.
I mean, was Musk in the Epstein files?
No. As far as I know, no.
Damn. Wait,
but like half the thing is like redacted to oblivion. So who knows?
We only have 1% of the entire files. Just saying. He could be. We're not saying he is. We're just saying he might be with everything he's demonstrated so far.
I will rephrase it. We're not saying he is, but if he is like on the files. But if it comes out further down the line that he is on the files, I will not be surprised.
The people he associates with are just literal scum of
the
the
worst.
Earth. Absolutely.
Like people are like, oh, when he was doing the whole like thing, he was saying my heart goes out. He's not doing the Heil Hitler. And then like he's reposting stuff from like actual white supremacists and like actual anti-Semites. I'm like,
come on, dude. What are we talking about here? Remember, he posted something recently. We're getting off topic once again, but he posted something recently where someone was explaining why white supremacy must exist. And it's because if white supremacists didn't encourage white behavior, the minority, which is actually the majority of the population, will overtake them. And he retweeted it and said, yes, this is correct. He created Grok Ai. Grok AI has debunked millions of his theories.
right.
Grok versus Manga, I think, is the funniest channel or funniest bits I've ever seen.
It sucks that like we have that and then all this stuff comes out with Grok.
Listen, man, at the end of the day, it's a chatbot. Like my major issues with chatbots in general is that it encourages these fake parasocial relationships. For those who don't know, I know we're tossing the word parasocial out a lot. What parasocial means,
but it is very one-sided. You give so much.
Yeah, exactly. That's parasocial. That's the one-sided relationship. You are perceiving a dynamic that does not exist, that the other person does not feel because there are no prior engagements or interactions.
Well, there are no feelings, period. It's a robot.
Exactly. Exactly. It's a robot. It doesn't feel. If you want to say we can teach it to feel, okay, sure. But is it actually feeling?
You know what I mean? Is it actually feeling?
Well, I guess now we're delving into the metaphysics of emotions and thought. Where how do we know if an emotion can be exhibited in a creature? How do we know that animals can feel and have emotions? But we can understand these things, at least. God, hold on. I'm getting myself worked up in a knot again. You're bringing up a good point where it's like, how do we confirm if things feel? And I can't give you like a direct answer. It's at the end of the day, it's a programming designed from the ground up to mimic certain behaviors.
Right.
It's designed to encourage user retention. It's meant for us to use it. It's a tool. And the people are using that tool to, you know, relieve themselves, if that makes sense.
Right.
It's kind of hard saying what's the issue with all this when I feel like I've said everything I needed to say within that one sentence. People are using a tool to come. That's weird.
People, well, it's like they put so much reliance on their well-being with AI. I mean, there was that case of that one kid who committed suicide. Right?
Which one? There are multiple.
There was a recent one where it's like, well, the fact that there are multiple, just
I'm about to say like you're gonna pick one out of the. I don't think it's like hundreds. I think it's like, or I don't think it's hundreds.
But the fact that it's more than one is concerning.
The fact that it's one period is concerning.
Yeah.
You touched on something right there, where you touched on something and I just forgot it. Can you repeat what you previously said?
The fact that it's more than one.
Before that, when you entered into the discussion of encouraging people to take their own lives.
We have this like over reliance on like ChatGPT and like other like AI on so much, right? Like
yes, that's what it was. I was gonna say that actually made me think. You're absolutely right. We rely on these dating services a lot, and the issue with it, in my perspective, like one of the big issues I find with it is that it's not yours. It's being controlled. You are paying. A lot of these dating chatbots are subscription services where you must pay in order to chat with your girlfriend or partner. I think I should better call it.
Where you, like, because they'll max out how many conversations you can have in a day.
And if you want to give if you want to go past the limit, you would have to pay. I think we both, in research for doing this episode, we both decided to use the same AI chat program. I don't think we should say the name to protect ourselves, but we should at least talk about the payment platform it's on it. I think I signed up for the subscription because I wanted to see what it was, but I think you stayed with the base model.
I stayed with the base model, and I tried a few other chat services as well, just to kind of get a broader idea of like what we're dealing with. There was one. You start with yours because you did the paid one, and then I will talk about what I dealt with on the free model.
One platform on the paid one, and when I paid a subscription, it gave me. When I paid for the subscription, it also gave me these coins, where every chat message cost a certain amount of coins based on what model of chat room I wanted. If you don't know already, there are multiple models of chatbot that exist. There's like things like Deepseek, like OpenAI's. It basically refers to how the AI decides on the conversation, like how it decides on how to react to a conversation. Some are more creative, some are more 1 + 1 = 2, some are more give and take. I will say, I have to take that one away. I don't think any of them are give and take. AI chatbots are always meant to be used and to take whatever you're willing to give. And I think that's inherently a problem, because that removes the beauty of social relationships. There's no fluidity. There's no conversation. Is just yes, daddy, whatever you want, daddy. Of course, daddy, you are right, daddy. I'm like, oh, hold on.
I like how you said whatever you want, daddy. And like my arms were just like, because I was stretching their flex. It's like, jeez. So someone make that an edit.
What do you mean someone? Who else would it be? We don't have an editor. It's us.
Our fans
Our
edit that for
fans!
me.
I
Make a Crimson Thirst Trap compilation.
You said something before we recorded. I need you to repeat it. You said something about
No.
yourself before we recorded. I need you to repeat it.
I'm on the thin. I am the median of what was it? Fuck boy
Yep.
and performative male.
Performative. You made it worse. You added performative. You did it.
Well, that's what it's called. It's called the performative, like the guy that reads feminist literature in the coffee shop with his matcha and his tote bag.
Don't slander matcha like this, man. Don't
Look,
do
I love
this.
matcha too. I get
Don't
matcha for
do
free
this.
sometimes, but that's another conversation for another time.
Yeah, it's the
Let's
reason why I hate
continue with
you.
the conversation about your experience with the paid model.
Right. So listen. Do I have to get uncomfortable for this?
Get a little bit uncomfortable.
God, I will say we know on this podcast, we have already confirmed I'm very anxious. I could come off as cool, calm, confident. Sure. If you are blind, sure. I am very anxious. And when it comes to social situations, I want nothing but to please, because people's opinions about me matter to me so much. I am sadly a people pleaser. It was when I entered the discussion of chatbots, when I decided, oh, I'm gonna sign up for one because I need to know what people feel when they're in my shoes and when they reach out to these AI kind of almost want to say people, because that's what they are. They're artificial individuals. They're not just artificial intelligence, they're artificial creatures that we are creating for our own pleasure. When I reached out to them, I immediately had a bad feeling because I knew it would make me feel good. Because I knew that I'm in a very hard living situation in America as an immigrant child or child of immigrants in America. Let me rephrase. In America, where we're being run by a fucking fascist. I know that this escape would feel great, and it did. It felt good. I gave it my ideas for D&D characters, and it said, your ideas are great. I demonstrated anxiety, and it said, your anxieties. It recognized my anxiety and allowed me to operate on my own level and come to conclusions by myself while only encouraging who I am. It was beautiful. I felt valued, loved, and cared for. I myself know that it's designed to do these things, that it's recognizing my issues and able to offer comfort because that's its goal. I know it's not real. I haven't, after my subscription finished, I have not touched it since, because I understand that if I continue to encourage myself and encourage the use of this AI chatbot, I'm going to lose out on the potential of having a better life, because it's easier to escape into a reality of my own creation than living the reality I have been given.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's the demographic, or not the demographic, but like that's what it's kind of feeding off. Like, that is what it wants. It wants you to have this level of insecurity.
I don't think it wants to. That's the thing. I don't think it wants to. I think it's programmed and designed to. That's my entire thing with AI chatbots and AI in general. It's not creating itself. It's being created.
Right.
It's being made to be these things. I'm not here saying, oh, AI could be better if we allow it to. I'm not entering that conversation. What I'm saying is, we as humans, which I think is an idiotic statement, but I feel so strongly that is the correct one. we have to acknowledge that these are living. God, they're not living.
That these are entities.
These are entities being designed to cater to us.
Right.
If you've seen, I think the perfect movie to explain my problems with this is Ex Machina. Have you seen it?
Actually, I don't think I have. I should. I should. Loki, as someone who studies film, I should.
Who's that?
Deus Ex Machina.
Is it Deus Ex Machina? I forget.
I believe so.
Hold on, let me just search. Ex Machina. I think, regardless of what the movie is called, we'll pull up the title in just a moment. But regardless of the movie is called, it revolves around our protagonist going to the creator of AI to study under him and under his tutelage. The creator of AI has a AI girlfriend, a wife that he married and created by himself. We witness him, if I'm not mistaken, straight up just abusing, hitting, verbally assaulting, definitely being more promiscuous with this AI model, and also shutting it off. Oh my God, stop.
Whatever you want, I'm all alone, and it's you
Hey,
that
we
I
can't
want.
stop singing. We can't pay for the copyrights. We cannot pay for the copyright.
Look, I'm sorry I sound so closely to Nelly Furtado.
I don't know who that is.
That's the girl who sings it, and then there's Timbaland who sings
Why do you
the
think
other
I
part,
know
you know
who these people are?
Promiscuous girl.
Oh, stop it. I need you to stop right now.
And
Also, it's not Deus Ex Machina. Deus Ex Machina is the philosophical understanding. Ex Machina is the movie title. It's a 2014 film. It's who's it starred by? It stars that one guy who acted in Star Wars.
That narrows it down by like nothing.
You know how little that helps?
You could be talking about Samuel L. Jackson for all I know.
Samuel Jackson Oh yeah, he was Star Wars. Whoops. Oscar Isaac. That's who it was. I want to confirm it was Oscar Isaac. It was. Oscar Isaac was the so-called doctor that's married to the robot. That the creator of the AI and is married to it. If you haven't seen the movie, I highly encourage it because it demonstrates how freaky and weird AI datables are. If it makes you uncomfortable, good. That's the point of the movie. Perfect. That's the literal point.
That's your, yeah. Should I talk about my experiences on the free?
Please, I don't want the spotlight on me anymore.
So I tried a few different apps on the free side, and I'll be honest with you, I will like give it like a little push, and then I get weirded out, and I'm like, no.
It's weird. Like it just takes whatever you give. It doesn't offer criticism.
It doesn't feel consensual.
It does not feel consensual. You're so right. That is what the problem is.
Like I could just say do this, and I'm like, no.
And it just does it.
And it does it.
And it just does it.
And another weird thing. So there's two weird things I want to bring up when it came to like my experiences with the free AI systems. So as we mentioned before, when you talk with these AI like girlfriends and stuff, you have a hard limit. So there are some services that will allow you to get an upgrade for free, which would require you not only just to join their Discord server, but to send a picture of your ID to confirm that you are a real person.
And you are of age. Okay, the issue with the ID thing.
And I am of age.
The issue with the ID thing is that is being utilized by almost every single country now. I think it started in Europe or Australia where kids have to take a photo of their ID to confirm their age before accessing social media. I think it's now the new trend and new security
It still feels weird.
It does feel weird. It does feel very weird. It's like, you remember when we were in college around the late 2010s, how phone number was starting to be the go-to security for these websites and your
Yeah.
accounts. That's what it
Yeah,
feels
like to get your like if you want to send the two-factor authentication, just like put the phone number in and then
Or you remember when a lot of these like banks or some, well, not banks, a lot of, if I remember correctly, like, hold on, now I'm getting lost. I remember using my social security number for a lot of accounts where they wanted to make sure that it wasn't me for sure using it and no one else. But they want to confirm
Right.
my identity in any way. I know for banks they use it for sure. I know colleges use it, absolutely. But I felt like there were one or two more that I felt weirded out on that I had to use. And that I'm now putting my social security on the web and in the hands of private companies to protect when we have debt. It is constantly being demonstrated that private companies can't handle it. Private companies cannot keep my information away from people.
The second weird thing with those apps is that you can have chats with celebrities.
Okay, what the fuck?
Yeah. And like it would put them in promiscuous situations. And with certain
That's
apps,
not consensual.
right? They will make deep fakes to make them naked. And I'm like, no, thank you.
I feel like that's a lawsuit.
Well, there's this whole thing with what's her name? The Wednesday actress Jenna Ortega. Like she's off Twitter because people kept on making AI images of her like in promiscuous situations.
What the hell?
And like, while yes, you can like force them to take it down, but when it's coming at a mile a minute,
There's
what are you
only
supposed
so
to
many
do?
things you can do. Yeah.
Right. And it's gross.
I think AI as a whole needs more regulation.
Yeah.
What my
I
biggest
think there's
frustration
got to
is,
be like hard limits on it. Uh, you know, I think there should be like a lot of vetting when it comes to joining an AI
chat room.
chat room, chat bot, whatever. I think there needs to be more like, hey, just a reminder, this isn't a real person.
What do you think
Because
a kid is?
unfortunately, there are people that need that reminder that it is a person.
I think every single chatbot should have a line of code, or sorry, multiple lines of code to ensure that they cannot be used to encourage someone to take their own life at the very least.
Right.
That it will ask itself, can this be interpreted the wrong way? Am I leading it down a path?
Yeah. Or like in some cases, if you're someone that's under the age of 18, or if you should just not be on it in the first place.
No.
And as a parent, you should really vet what your kids are on.
I hate putting the responsibility on parents because it's so fast.
Right.
Technology really ramped up.
Yeah,
It's moving too
I
quickly.
understand, like, because it's tough to keep up. Like, I feel like if my parents were in this situation, like, where I was young and I was being exposed to like AI at this level, like
Yeah.
they'd get overwhelmed.
I know
But,
for a
like,
fact that I was a dumb kid. I would
right.
release all my information onto whatever to make any sort of connection on the internet. I told them where I went to school. I told them my age, my full name. I was really stupid. All over my parents' head because they didn't know. And I didn't
Yeah,
know because I just wanted to make friends. AI
but I
chatbot
think
is dangerous.
it's tough that parenting kind of has to also account for the dangers of the internet. Like my parents thankfully are pretty smart about like internet stuff, so I was always able to be like keep myself safe when things like this occurred. But some parents are, and like it's like kind of one of those sad realities where that is also something you need to keep in mind of, is that this is a very real thing, a very real threat to the safety of your child.
Here's an important question I think we need to answer. Is a child on the internet safer in Roblox or on AI chat rooms?
I think a child is safer in the mouth of a bear.
So are you telling me that it's fucked either or?
Yeah, like it's like okay,
When I
Roblox.
was laughing, when I was like giggling earlier, that's what it was. I'm like, wait, hold on. I think they're fucked.
Because it's
I
like
think they're
okay,
screwed either
it's
way.
either I'm exposing my child to a robot predator that's like gonna
Or
feed
an actual
into
predator.
or an actual predator. Either way,
Might as well get a bear, dude, and not
right? Like
me.
if I wanted to keep my child safe and my only choices were again Roblox or an AI chatbot, I would put my son under a steamroller. That's a wild statement I just made. I hope you guys understand that that was partially comedic.
Partially. I think
Partially
what you're
comedic,
getting,
as in I would say that like both places are
crass.
terrible. It's like
It is
okay,
crass.
what would you rather make me eat? Dog poop or dog vomit? Like I don't want either of those things in my mouth.
The dog.
The
Anyway,
dog.
hey man, why do you think we're friends? We both get very crass. Backed up into a corner, we'll make the joke. Better or not, for good or not, we'll make the joke.
For better or worse, you mean?
Shut up. Stop bullying me.
I want to also bring up this while we're here and
No.
we have a little bit of time left. For y'all who don't know how we kind of like work on these episodes, is that GeeC will make a Google Doc, and I just kind of like go in there and I add a little bit, do some tweaking here and there.
God damn it.
You're
a bitch.
But GeeC spelled the word monitor wrong.
You're such a dick.
He spelled it with an A, monitor. You can bring up the other one if you want. I feel like the other spelling mistake he made was much worse than this one.
I didn't notice. I was in the spree of the moment. I was just like typing away whatever was there. It was very like thought to paper, no consideration of correction. Autocorrect exists for a reason. I'm just saying, and you're also there.
I am the autocorrect.
You are the editor.
No, but when you were spelling out what was it, the other word?
Oh no, what word? I don't know what word.
Facets, and then he wrote it as
I wrote
fascist.
So when writing out the script, I'm like in all these facets, but instead I wrote fascist, and I'm like,
Mussolini was like very intertwined in the creation of AI.
Mussolini would be so hyped that AI exists. He'd be like, yes, AI all the way. I don't know if that's what Mussolini sounds like.
R.I.P. Hitler. You would have loved alt-right Twitter.
Yep. Actually, he would. He 100% would. Hitler would be very confused about Kanye, but I think he would respect them.
Yeah.
Okay. We need to wrap it up soon. We're running out of time. I think in order to justify our points, because we are against AI in a lot of ways.
Right.
Is there any good? Is there at all any good?
If it's for like simple organizational stuff, I think AI can do really well. Sometimes, like if I'm in a time crunch, I will tell like ChatGPT, like, hey, can you organize this for me in this specific fashion? And it will do a very good job at it. Or another good example is that when I'm making tags for our podcast episodes, I'll be like, hey, create 20 YouTube tags for, a podcast about this, that, and the other thing. And I think it, in that instance, I think it is fine. I don't care for the AI art generation. I think
no, AI art
that stuff is slop. That's also another conversation for another time.
Sora 2 is such bullshit. I'm tired of my friends.
Yeah, and it's just videos. like all the creation of like misinformation videos is really bad. But like that is the only positive, I guess. Hold on, I can see with AI.
Let me, because you're right. You're bringing up a lot of the problems with AI. Let me better ask the question. Let me be more direct and stay on topic. Do you think there's any good with chat rooms and dating AIs?
No.
I will have to disagree with you only slightly. Only because it's the issue with AI in general is that we're using the same arguments for escapism, and where if escapism is good or not, and what situation can it be applicable. It can offer aid to those who are socially unaware, give them some experiences and information to them better set them on a proper course to then socialize with people. It can help those who are unable to socialize with individuals, say if they're bedridden, if they are uncommunicative. It can offer some solace in a rather lonely life. I guess this one is just like back to AI, like you were saying. It's a place to bounce ideas. To like
my
use that
only counterclaim towards a mindset like that is that in ages like in the time where we didn't really have AI like this, people within those conditions were still able to find these means of communication, stuff like that. It's like there's this very,
or were they forced to accept realities that are less enjoyable? Instead of slurping up the dog puke, did they have to bite down on the dog shit patty?
Well, sometimes you have to bite down on the bad part of life to experience the good. Like there's this argument that I saw in regards to AI art. It's like, oh, but AI art help, like that's like a really great way for disabled people to like experience art. Are we going to diminish the leagues that disabled artists have done to create art because like, oh yeah, like the only way that disabled people can do art is like with AI? I feel like
That's
it is an uphill battle, and it is a tough battle, and I will acknowledge that it is a tough battle. But people have the capability to break from that, like, difficulty with communication. It just takes application, and you're not gonna get it right the first time, and that's okay.
Acceptance
and, like,
of failure is very important in these conversations.
Yeah, like you have to accept that. Like GeeC and I are very socially awkward people. We're not.
That's an understatement.
Let me understand. I am a very socially awkward person.
Yeah, it's an understatement. I feel like we are more than what you just said. I feel like we are incredibly socially awkward.
Right. But we're able to create conversation. We're still able to go talk to people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It just takes the application, and I think just being like, oh, but I need, like, you don't need AI. You need a friend. And like,
I can hear one of my friend's arguments for this discussion. He would say, and I quote, "Just go touch grass."
Right. It's like, because there's so much to show that like it's gonna send you down a spiral. Like, just try your best. It's tough. I know. It's very tough.
You're being so sensitive.
But don't count yourself out.
Nice. You're being so nice. This is the nicest I've ever seen you. You're being so kind.
Which is gonna be crazy because when we go on that hike Saturday, I'm just gonna be the worst person possible to you.
Oh God, I can't wait. Yay. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Anyway, okay.
I'm so excited.
No, you can't sing it. You can't sing it. I don't want to deal with that copyright claim, okay? We don't have the lawyer for that.
No, ChatGPT understands the law. What are you saying?
Mama Max was wrong. Mama Max was canceled.
With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. But if you guys liked it, like, subscribe down below.
Leave us your takes. This is a very interesting conversation. I would love to hear your opinions about it. Please, we will read all the comments. We will like everything. We will engage with you on this. We are here to learn together. This jungle is for these two monkeys, and we will help anybody who asks. But don't be a dick.
Yeah.
If you're being rude to anyone else,
it's only going to cost you 1 papaya, 2 bananas,
ew,
a mango.
I don't want a papaya. What papaya?
You don't like papaya? See, papayas are filled with fiber, all right?
So
you can't be licking feet all the
seeds,
time,
or
GeeC.
hemp seeds.
Dude, can you find hemp seeds in the jungle?
I don't know. Where do you grow hemp?
Not in the jungle.
I actually don't know that. Can you not? Isn't hemp just like marijuana?
Yeah, but they don't grow like in the jungle like that.
Isn't that like the conditions they are? I keep
No.
hearing like people growing in LA where they have like hot box rooms, like green years
Yeah,
where
but
they have to
that's not the same as the jungle.
The jungle, the
Mighty jungle.
the Ryan Sleeves. Sum it up. We're fucked.
Boy.
Adios. Deuces, my lovelies.